Aries. In the signs revealed by the movements of nature, inner strength and a nurturing spirit may prevail within you today. At home, you are the family's pillar, showing your care by choosing nutritious food and ensuring everyone's well-being. At work, your sharp mind serves as a guide in identifying what truly matters. You dislike anything superficial or unhelpful to your tasks. In matters of the heart, you love deeply and with understanding. And remember, the workings of nature are beyond measure, for things can arrive suddenly. Always remain cautious. Taurus. According to the signs revealed by the movements of nature, your natural sense of order and calmness will shine today. You prefer to plan before acting, which is why you rarely make mistakes. At home, you strive to maintain peace and good manners. You dislike shouting and chaos. At work, you are diligent and unaffected by gossip or idle talk. Your word carries weight because you make sure to keep it. In the end, peace and clarity of mind matter more to you than fleeting pleasures. And remember, the workings of nature are beyond measure, for things can arrive suddenly. Always remain cautious. Gemini. Based on the signs revealed by the movements of nature, being cautious and wise in daily living will dominate your actions today. You know how to manage money and avoid lending easily to prevent misunderstandings. You're not quick to trust, especially those you don't fully know yet. With family, your concern is sincere, and you're always ready to help when you can. You don't like depending on others, you prefer to take action yourself. In love, you're affectionate yet not controlling. You give your partner space and trust. And remember, the workings of nature are beyond measure, for things can arrive suddenly. Always remain cautious. Cancer. According to the signs revealed by the movements of nature, discipline and a cheerful attitude will stand out in you today. At work, you act quickly and don't waste time in fulfilling your responsibilities. At home, your calm voice and caring nature bring peace to the whole family. You're not impulsive, and your inner strength protects you from life's challenges. You value the health of everyone, so you make the effort to choose meals that are both nutritious and delicious. And remember, the workings of nature are beyond measure, for things can arrive suddenly. Always remain cautious. Leo. In the signs revealed by the movements of nature, your creativity and natural drive for goodness are prominent. Your words carry weight and purpose. You don't speak if it has no meaning. At work, you face your duties seriously and do not engage in distractions like gossip or chatter. Honesty is the foundation of your work, and you steer clear of any form of deceit. At home, you're a joy to be around, playful yet your advice is deep and meaningful. You know how to balance trust and love. And remember, the workings of nature are beyond measure, for things can arrive suddenly. Always remain cautious. Virgo. As shown in the signs given by the movements of nature, your cautious, practical, and honest nature is dominant today. At work, you prefer doing things right even if it takes time, rather than rushing into risky shortcuts. You are not easily tempted by convenience if it could lead to trouble. You value process, discipline, and integrity. At home, you are the example of patience and perseverance. You carry the burden as long as the household is in order and everyone is happy. For you, success is the result of quiet and sincere effort. And remember, the workings of nature are beyond measure, for things can arrive suddenly. Always remain cautious. Libra. According to the signs given by the movements of nature, Libra's possible behavior today reveals a quiet depth and conviction that isn't easily displayed. Even without always speaking, every word spoken comes from the heart. With a natural ability to read others' emotions, you become sharp in giving appropriate reactions in sensitive conversations. You don't simply go with the flow of popular opinion, especially when principles or dignity are involved. At work, you prefer silence to stay focused on your tasks. In matters of the heart, you don't always show your feelings openly, but you're always there when needed. And remember, nature knows how to choose the perfect moment, so move with calmness and wisdom in every step. Scorpio. According to the signs given by the movements of nature, the dominant trait for Scorpio today is silent strength and unwavering conviction. Mistakes will not be ignored, especially if they could affect the greater good. You know how to handle anger and use your sharp mind not to harm but to respond with clarity. At home, you're observant and ready to offer support when needed. At work, you value action more than words and hold honesty in high regard. In love, you're not easy to read, but when you love, it's wholehearted and unconditional. And remember, nature's movements aren't always forceful. Sometimes true strength is measured in silence. Sagittarius. According to the signs given by the movements of nature, Sagittarius may exhibit calmness paired with strong conviction today. You don't give into emotion easily and prefer to understand first before making decisions. You naturally assess the depth of situations, from lighthearted talks to serious decisions. At home, you allow others space to breathe in their own way. At work, you're more effective when given freedom to act without being micromanaged. In love, you're quiet but loyal, choosing to show love through actions rather than words. And remember, like the wind's breeze, the motion of nature is never repetitive, so value the present moment. Capricorn. According to the signs given by the movements of nature, Capricorn is expected to be firm and decisive in doing what's right today. You have a deep understanding of what truly matters and what should be left behind. You are not easily swayed by outside noise or opinions, especially when holding responsibility. At work, your actions are organized, your words are sincere, and your goals are clear. Within the family, you listen with compassion and care about each member's needs. In love, you don't give up easily once you've decided to commit. And remember, nature's movements always have purpose, so don't let doubt overpower your ability to act with courage. Aquarius. According to the signs given by the movements of nature, Aquarius is likely to show a strong sense of responsibility toward loved ones today. You're willing to take risks for the greater good and won't hesitate to sacrifice when needed. You speak thoughtfully and ensure your words carry meaning. At work, you don't go with the crowd but instead build your own rhythm. At home, you are nurturing and sensitive to the unspoken needs of your family. Emotionally, you're calm but deep, capable of nurturing long-term relationships. And remember, nature's movements may seem peaceful but bring changes that aren't immediately felt, so remain open to acceptance and humility. Pisces. According to the signs given by the movements of nature, Pisces may exhibit creativity coupled with deep reflection today. You don't act impulsively and always have a meaningful reason behind every step. At work, you enjoy organizing confusion and creating a peaceful environment. At home, you have a soft heart for nature and the well-being of those around you. Emotionally, you may not always express your feelings openly, but you know how to love quietly and sincerely. You avoid gossip and conflict, choosing instead to distance yourself from negative energy. And remember, nature's motion can signal change, so be mindful of your actions and words that may cause misunderstandings.